Friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please work with your body, do what feels right for you. You're welcome to skip anything, change anything, so you're taking good care of yourself. Let's begin sitting. If you'd like to sit up on something, you might grab a cushion or blanket. Come into a comfortable cross-legged position. You might close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Start to slow down your breath. Anytime you notice your mind has wandered or you're checked out or overthinking, just as soon as you notice, come back to your breath. Slow, steady rhythm, feeling the inhale, bringing space and length. And each exhale has an opportunity to let go, whatever's not needed here now. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. So let's start with a side bend. Bring the right arm up and over. Try not to tip off your right sit bone. So you might be on your hand or elbow, big yawning reach. And then circle, right arm back behind you. And keep circling, exploring the full range of motion for this shoulder. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side bend. And then curve around through center, all the way over to the other side. Big, yawning reach. Start circling way back. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side bend. Curve around through center, come all the way over to the first side. One big circle, as big as you can. Curve around through center, all the way over, one big circle. And then curve to center, fold over your legs, so that could be leaning into hands. Elbows are all the way down, letting go. Let's bring the upper body back up. Hands to the floor behind you, shoulders roll back, elbows roll back, and then puff up the chest high as you can. Last breath. Release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up. Switch legs, other leg in front or on top. Sitting tall, drop your right ear over to right shoulder, press down through the left shoulder, looking for a stretch on left side of the neck. You might lift or lower your chin. And then rotate chin to chest. Come over to the other side, both shoulders drop, but now more through the other shoulder, stretching right side of the neck. Rotate chin to chest. Come over to the first side and then go back and forth, half circles or 3/4 circles. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of the neck. Release the arms, head floats back up. Hands to the floor behind us. Fingers facing forward, lift the heart. Release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Roll your way up, still holding the knees. Pull the chest through, little upper back arch. And then round back, bring your feet to the floor, hands behind the legs. Put a little pressure up on the backs of the legs, like you're rounding, trying to touch head to the tailbone in the front. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. And then round. We'll go back and forth. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Arch. And round, release the arms, come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by your ears. Exhale, round. Arch. And round. Arch. And round. Arch. And round. Let's hold this last one. Come up. Arching, lifting high. You can see how much you want to lean back. Lift the chest, but shoulders drop, face relaxed. And then round back, holding here. And again, you can decide how low you go. Strong core, relaxed face. And then roll your way back up. Let's bring feet to the floor, hip width apart. Shift your hands to the floor in front of your feet. And then rock front to back. So as you rock forward, looking for stretch through the toes. As you rock back, getting into calves, ankles, Achilles tendon. You might let your head drop. You can tune into your hands, waking up the hands, getting ready for a little more weight through the hands soon. Let's drop the heels, lift the hips, and come back to hang in ragdoll. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Take any movement here. If a little sway or shake out or jiggle helps you release, try that. plant the hands near the front of the mat. Step back. High push-up. Connecting head to heel, straight long line. Shift your weight forward, lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. And this could be low or high, cobra or up dog. How is this now? We have memories of these poses, how they were in the past. But what's happening now? Make your way to down dog. So taking your time. There's nothing wrong with autopilot. Autopilot is a wonderful feature that our brain bodies have to fall on what we have known in the past, freeing up mental space for abstract thought. But here, where we'll practice mindfulness, how do we override that tendency and come back to full presence, curiosity? Continuing to find newness inside of something familiar. What a wonderful superpower. Let's drop the knees, sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Coming back to now. Over and over. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. Pull back through your right hip. Stretching right side a little more. Come through center, over to the other side, pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And back to center. Let's lift up through table, come back. Down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop your feet towards the front of the mat. Inhaling, flat back, and then exhaling, fold, let your head release. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down, mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, arms high again. Fold forward. Lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. 5 deep breaths. Good resting pose. That might be down dog, could be child's pose or sitting or anything else. We can live so much of our lives not really present, kind of future, past rumination. So this time on the mat is practicing being present, like strengthening a weak muscle. We can learn to do it more consistently. And really, the only time we can practice it is now. So please do. Coming back through down dog, step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Up to standing. Arms pressed down. Inhale, high. Exhale, fold. Lengthen. Step or hop back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. From down dog, let's take the right leg up. Bend your knee in. Start circling this bent right knee in the biggest circle you can make. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. From here, lift your right hand so you can flip over. And then lift the hips high, wild thing. And here you might just explore. What's it like if you bring your weight more one way or the other? If you kind of explore where you place that top arm. Just noticing what you notice here. And then release, right hand back to the floor. Let's thread that top leg through to the other side. And then lift the left arm. And here you might bend one knee or the other, or explore in any way. Both hands back to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in. Start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times. In both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of the chest. Lift the left hand. Flip over, hips high. Wild thing. And of course, if this isn't working for you, don't do it. Left hand back to the floor, thread the left leg out to the other side, lift the right arm. And if you're confused doing something different, feel what you're doing. What's interesting about what you're doing right now? Both hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog or to a good resting pose. Maybe you want to get off your wrists. Coming back to now. Come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Come over to a side bend. The left arm can provide a little support. Big reach like a yawn. Strong core, strong legs. Reach a little further out to come up. Release down. Same thing, other side. Reach a little further out to come up. Release down. Interlace fingers. Press out through the palms. Take your arms up by your ears, shoulders drop, but arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. Could be just a slight lift of the heels or all the way up or anywhere in between. Imagine you could keep your head where it is as you lower your heels. So you grow a little longer as the heels come down, arms out to the side, reach out through the base of the hand, pull the fingers back towards you. And then curl fingertips down and in. So if you're trying to touch your own forearms, keep reaching out. Big circles, a couple times, both directions. And then release, shake out the arms. Let's bend the knees, come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips go back and down like you're sitting into a chair. Head lifts high, shoulders low, fingers high. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. Let's grab the left wrist, take it over, side bend. Same thing other side, grab your right wrist. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. Hips low, heart high. Arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretch that left leg straighter, longer, higher. Big step back, warrior one. One more breath here. Optional handstand swing. So on your way to down dog, if you like, you can plant your hands, swing the left leg up and down. It's something you can pepper in anytime. When you're done, make your way back to down dog. Feel what you're doing. Left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Grab the right wrist, take it over. Same thing other side. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing split. Square off the hips, reach that right leg long, let your head hang. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath. Optional handstand swing. So you can do as many or few as you like, including none. As we're going towards lightness and maybe a little balance, make space for clunky, make space for awkward. That might be what's here. Finding your way back to a good resting pose. And then letting go. A very simple goal for this practice is be present. Feel what's happening now. And all these poses are just challenges to that. Can you be present now? Can you be open and curious now when it's like this? Not can you do a handstand while you're attempting handstand and possibly in a state of overwhelm of some sort. Can you be present? Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop, your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps high. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Square off the hips. Connect the torso and back leg. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior 1. Release through your movement transition. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Take your time. Arms up. Warrior 3. How open and curious can you be here when it's like this? Last breath. Step back. Release. Find a good rest. Recenter. Maybe you never left, but if you did, how quickly can you come back? Creating new habits takes lots and lots of conscious repetition. Each time we purposefully come back to now, we're deepening that groove, making it a little easier to slip back into. Come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Let's take a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. Work the palms towards the center of the chest, opening through that top shoulder, lengthening the spine. Back to center, hips low, arms high. Same thing other side. Back to center, hips low, arms high. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. Fold, wrapping arms overhead. You're welcome to separate your feet. If this is too tight for your shoulders, you could also separate your hands by holding something between your hands like a strap or scarf. Release arms all the way down, let that go. Let's lower the hips. Come into a squat, Malasana, and you're welcome to widen your stance, turn your toes out. You could sit on a block, you could slide a blanket under your heels. How does this work for your body now? Opening up the knees, using the elbows, roll the shoulders back and down. Let's work our root lock, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, keep breathing. Drawing in strongly through the bottom and imagine that energy connecting all the way up past the top of the head. Let's release, come to a forward fold. Any arm position. You could grab your big toes. You could hang in ragdoll. Give your neck and shoulders a little squeeze. If you'd like to try crow, take a little step back from the front of the mat so you have space for your hands in front of you. If you don't want to try crow, you could stay in your forward fold or come back to your squat. Set your hands shoulder width apart, knees to the upper arms. Lean your weight forward, looking out. More weight in the hands, less weight in the feet. If the feet become weightless, you might lift them up. If they're not yet weightless, see if you can be patient, be where you are. Breathe deeply. How about now? If you were in your hands, come back to your feet. Maybe giving the wrists a little rub or circle, or taking stand hand, sliding your hands under your feet so your toes are up to the wrists, pushing into the toes, massaging the pads of the hands. Padahastasana. Let's release. Hands out from under the feet. Or whatever you're doing. We'll make our way to down dog. If you want to take crow one more time, you're welcome. You could perhaps hop out of it if you'd rather just step back or take a regular vinyasa to get back. Feel what you're doing. from down dog. When you're ready, right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. From here, let's take eagle arms. Right elbow on top of left. Put some pressure between the elbows like you're trying to pull them apart. Spreading the upper back. Little upper back arch. Shift your weight forward, come onto the toes of that back foot, step into Eagle, Garudasana, knee on top of knee. If you can, hook your ankle around your calf. If it doesn't reach, just hug it in close. Unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Find your balance. When you're ready, left hand sweeps up, going towards a straight line from one arm to the other. Connecting the end points is a simple tool for finding alignment. Feel how one side connects to the other. Can the energy flow past the top of the head, past that back foot, past the top fingers into the floor? Let's shift to revolved half moon. You might windmill the arms slowly, lifting the right hand, lowering the left hand, squaring off hips. Again, going towards a straight line. It may not be straight, but that's what we're aiming towards. Release both hands to the floor. Take a short step back, pyramid. Getting ready for a revolved triangle, so you may want to use blocks. The left hand is either going to be on the floor, your front foot, or a block, and the block could be on either side, and make it as high as you need to. Right hand can start at the lower back, draw that right hip back, and then extend right arm high. Release. Right hand to the floor, and then walk both hands over to the right, tipping off your center. Bend the right knee so it comes to the outside of the left elbow, and possibly lift that right leg up. You have the option of shifting into Kundanyasana, scissors pose, but you can stop anywhere along the way. And more important than where you get, how's the quality of your attention? Release. Make your way back to down dog, and you may need to walk your way back onto your mat. Just one thing at a time, feeling where you are now. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Step back. Warrior 1. Eagle arms, left elbow on top. So exploring your body, what's possible. Not because these poses have any inherent value, but when we are in our comfort zone, it's easier to be present. When we are pushing the limits, going into uncertainty, that's where it's a little more challenging. Shift your weight forward, come onto the toes of that back foot, step into Eagle, Garudasana. So the goal isn't to create this shape. The goal is, can I be fully awake, aware, open, relaxed, curious, while I'm doing ... Right now this. While I'm feeling this. Unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Feel free to use a block for that bottom hand or bend the bottom leg. Working with your body, honoring your limits. I used to think the full expression of a pose was a certain way, and maybe I could get there, maybe I couldn't. You are in your full expression of the pose when you're doing your best. And then meeting your limits, that is exactly the full expression. Let's windmill around towards half moon. Going towards. Release both hands, step back. Pyramid, getting set up for evolved triangle. So short stance, you can adjust your footing. Right hand to your foot, the floor, or a block. Left hand might start at the lower back, kind of coaxing that left hip back. So the more intensity, the more complexity, the more uncertainty, maybe the harder to be present. So how about now? Release. Both hands to the floor on the outside. Bend the front leg. So it doesn't matter where you're getting. You're going to get where you get. It's good to meet our edges, good to meet what's impossible. Make your way back to a good rest. Whew. Let's come onto our backs. You can bring your knees in. We'll circle or rock with the knees, massaging lower back and sacrum into the floor. Drop your feet to the floor. Press your feet down, lift the hips high, bridge. Can take your arms out of your way. Roll down and rest. If you'd like to come up again. Bridge or any other back bend. If there's another one you know or want to try, you're welcome. Happy baby. Grab the soles of the feet on the inside. Pressing knees towards the floor. Drop your feet to the floor. Let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Reach your hands through. Grab the left leg. Hug it in, stretching right outer hip. Shoulders drop, chin dropped. Drop the left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg up, flex and point your right foot. Circle your ankle, keeping the right leg more or less where it is. Straighten the left leg along the floor and then open your right leg out to the right, just at a slight angle so you still keep that left leg grounded. And then bring the right leg up and across. Open out through your right arm. Let your right hip drop down. If it's too tight to reach your right foot with a straight leg, you can bend it, or you can use a strap, or you could just hold your calf. If you want to add a quad stretch, free hand can reach down for your free foot. And explore in any way. If your hands are on your feet, as we release, you might come through half or full lotus if those are poses that work for your body. Please don't force anything. So as you roll onto your back, you might bring that right ankle up to half lotus. If your hand is on that bottom foot and you're able, you can bring it into full lotus. Hug what you ended up with to your chest. Could be crossed ankles, half lotus, full lotus, maybe something else. A little circle or rock. And then release, shake out the legs. Drop the feet. Same thing other side, left ankle crosses above the right knee, reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in. Stretching left outer hip. Drop the right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point. Circle. Straighten the right leg along the floor and then open the left leg out to the left at whatever angle you can. Be curious to find out how many yoga teachers are naturally hypermobile. I know I am. So I did not work for my flexibility. I was born with it. I have to work to manage it so I don't hurt myself. But the fact that my body does this doesn't make it better in any way. So whatever you're doing, whatever angle you're at, however bent your knee at, you're looking for your edge. I have to go pretty far to find my edge here on the mat. Bring your leg up and across. Spinal twist. This concept of using what is hard as an opportunity to be present, that we can take off the mat. So you might reach for your bottom foot, quad stretch. Might not. Next time you're in traffic or an argument or in a situation that is challenging you, you could just practice asking, what's the quality of my attention and how do I come back to open-hearted curiosity now when it's like this? Let's come back onto our backs, maybe through half lotus, maybe through full lotus. Hug what you ended up with to your chest. Circle or rock. Unwind, shake it out. Let's bring the arms up, shake them out. Shaking off anything that's not needed. And then take your time getting your body comfortable enough for a few moments of stillness, Shavasana. I think most of us are really just trying to be okay, feel okay. We can go to great lengths to try and do that. So for me, part of this practice is feeling the inherent okayness of every moment, even if I'm conditioned to not be okay, like when I'm uncomfortable or uncertain or all kinds of things. So we've just done a big practice in challenging our okayness and hopefully recentering over and over and feeling our okayness. And now we can let go of all that effort. A few moments of not doing anything, just being. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles. Take a big stretch out. Bring your knees in. Roll to one side. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Taking a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Ooh, that was a good one. Let me know if you like that. I rarely pull out some of those poses, and if there are people out there enjoying them, I'm happy to do it more often. Until I can't. Thank you.